Hey everyone, this is your favorite guy on YouTube. No, I'm just playing. This is me, Ziploc, of course. Back again for another review of a movie I've just seen, or seen last night. But I was a little tired, guys. I was very out of it. I had a rough day yesterday. It was probably one of the worst days I've had in a long time. A lot of shit went down in my a lot of shit went down yesterday. And after I seen the movie, I just came in and I just want to hit the sack and go to bed. I put my versus match up, but that's pretty much about it. But let's review Princess and the Frog by Disney. Yes, I do watch Disney movies, so I got no shame in that. I went to go see it with a couple of friends. This is the first Disney 2D animation in a while. They've been relying mostly on Pixar to bring in the big bucks for Disney, and in the live action stuff. But now they're going back to true traditional 2D animation, and it's good to see it. How was the movie? It was great. I enjoyed it. It was a great film. I think they did a good job on it. Some people say the songs were a little off. I don't really, when I go to see a Disney movie, I don't look for the musicals and all that shit. I look for story and characters. The story was great. The characters were great. I loved them. Now I'm not just. Now, I know some of you are going to pull that race card like, oh, he's black, so you like it because the characters are black. No. Let me get that straight right now. That's not the reason I like this movie or the reason I went to go see it. If the princess had been, say, any other racial color, I wouldn't have went to go see it because I just like animation, period. Anybody that looks at my channel know that I love animation. I am a big fan of animation. Whether it be from Japan or America or whatever. I love cartoons, guys. And I had to go see this. But like I said, the characters are great. I'm not going to spoil the story or anything. I'm just going to say you should, if you want to go see it, just, regularly, cool. I had no problem with to go see it. I'm not embarrassed to see it or anything. I don't see why you should be either. I went to go see it with a friend, but that's just because I wanted to kind of loosen up a little bit, and because like I said, I was having a bad day, so I brought some friends along. What I would say is that you should go see it. Definitely go see it. It's one of the better movies that came out this year. That's for sure. It's gonna set the stage for another Disney movie that's coming up after this. It's Rapunzel. They're doing Rapunzel, and they're going to be experimenting with a new animation style with paint. So that's going to be interesting to see how they do that. I'm looking forward to seeing what Disney does with that. Just a great, beautiful film. It's something that the parents, the teenagers, and the kids can enjoy too. It's for all ages. It's not just for kids, guys. Like, a lot of people say, that's just a kids movie. I'm not gonna go see that, guys. Don't do that. Just because it's animated doesn't mean it's for kids. It's a good movie, and it deserves what it. The reviews it's gotten. Good reviews. Now, a lot of people say that it's Disney, and Disney always gets good reviews. That's true. That's very true because it's Disney. They're gonna kind of cater to it and kind of play the favoritism card and give it a good score, even if it is a bad movie. But this movie deserves it. It was good. Take your kids to go see it, no matter what racial group you're in, or no matter what your ethnic background. Just take your family to go see it, and they will enjoy this movie. It's very good. 5 out of 5 for me. I had a good time. Keith David, one of my favorite voice actors, he voiced Spawn back in the day in the 90s. It was good to see him. It was good to hear his voice again. on a character, and that was a great Disney villain. That's probably one of the best Disney dark, and it's a dark villain too. It's actually unusually dark. This movie has a pretty dark theme to it, so your kids might be a little bit surprised at some of the things they might see in here, because a lot of people seem to forget that Disney can be pretty dark when they want to. They can put some pretty brutal things in there, not overly brutal like you would see in something like I don't know, like an R-rated movie, but they can put some pretty brutal things in there. You go back and look at what's the movie? I want to say Beauty and the Beast. Remember the Beast got stabbed with a knife. Remember that? That was pretty violent, guys. Especially back then. They had some characters that I think Goofy used to smoke back in the day. He had a cigarette in his mouth, or I think it was Mickey Mouse or Goofy. One of the two used to smoke back in the day, and they had an ad for it, for promoting cigarettes and stuff like that. And that's kind of changed now, but still, Disney, they're not afraid to loosen up a little bit. Show some dark themes. They're not all kitty and all that stuff, jokey and all that. It's some pretty dark themes, and this movie has some really dark things. I was surprised at what they put in there. I was like, wow, I didn't expect to see that. Good villain, overall good characters. I think the movie was a little bit too short. It could have been longer, but that's just me. I'm always saying that. Like I enjoy long length movies. I just enjoy having a good time, and I don't want to see the movie end if I'm enjoying it. And that's all I have to say on this. Great movie, and you all will enjoy it. If you're not doing anything this weekend, go out and check it out. And have a good time, guys. This has been my review of Princess and the Frog, brought to you by Disney. And give me your comments, concerns, and if you have seen the movie, I'd like to see your thoughts on it. And you guys have a good time at the movies. Alright, I'm out.